In Bangladesh, an estimated 56 million people live in poverty, and around 35 million of these live in extreme poverty. Despite strong economic growth, the number of poor in Bangladesh remains high, and some would say is still rising. Over 30 years of action research focused on reducing poverty has established the Centre for Development Studies at Bath University as a centre for expertise on Bangladesh within the UK. One of the early projects initiated by Professor Jeff Wood and colleagues was aimed at providing economic empowerment to the extremely poor by providing them with irrigation equipment which could be used to provide water to local farmers.
And I felt that we had an opportunity here to introduce opportunities for groups of landless men, sometimes women, to buy these pump sets, sink a boring in negotiation with a group of farmers who all had small handkerchief plots and couldn't cultivate them very easily on their own, and to provide water services to those farmers. So I really devised that idea in 1980, and then subsequently other NGOs have picked this idea up. It's a private sector solution for the poor entering into those sorts of markets, and at various times we've had up to 6,000 of these companies operating.
The centre has recently embarked on a new project in Bangladesh, headed up by Dr. Joe Devine.
This is a new programme which is being funded by the UK Department for International Development, and it's being managed by a consortium involving an international consultancy firm here in the UK, the University of Bath, the British Council and a national NGO in Bangladesh. And the aim of the project is fairly straightforward. It's to try and help 1 million people come out of extreme poverty by the year 2015. And this target of 2015 coincides with the Millennium Development Goal targets.
But how is the university's involvement helping the project?
The university involvement in the programme is partly about making the programme more effective, but it's also about taking the lessons that can be taken from the programme and pushing that out wider and trying to work that relationship much more. Will this programme radically alter poverty in Bangladesh? I hope so, but the chances are that those who are extreme poor, radical alterations in their life might take place over a longer period, and it might not even be in this generation but the next. And that's part of our role, I think, to come in and say to people, let's think carefully about the programme and the intervention, let's make it as best as we can, but let's also remember that there is bigger challenges here and that we need to be using that experience to inform that challenge.